the tie, whether it's going to be a tie or whether it's going to be a 2-0 here.
Yeah, that's going to be a really interesting one to watch out here, and I'm having high expectations for both sides here, for BRU to see if they're going to be able to continue this dominating streak, or is NGX finally going to be able to put in a good reply. So coming out to the lanes right now, just as you called it, it's going to be Renekton versus Zed in the middle right now. They're going to continue to try to push as hard as they can. Oh, Arcany though is taking a lot more damage than he would have thought he did throughout the fight now, as oh, he gets very low. He's going to be conceding that first blood there to the Zed immediately, and this is not going to bode well, I think, for BRU's plans so far. Now, Demonkind and Draw continuing to stay in lane in the bottom for now, but with that first kill out of the way, already BRU maybe are looking at trying to extend this lead even further. But nevertheless, though, let's have a look at the replay here. I mean, I'm so surprised that Arcany decided to just go in that direction there. But yeah, the burning damage just burned right through him there. And I don't think the Renekton is going to be too happy about conceding that first kill. Now, looking like things are settling down a little bit here. Demonkind and Draw attempting to try to draw some attention here to what Jess and Bang. And remember, last game, and that's going to compound problems for BRU for this first phase. So we already see all three members just coming out now to try to defend this tier 1 turret. And so he tried to get a lock onto Aaron, but the black shield is already up, so they can't really quite target him down. But then what Jess might be caught on the side here is Draw attempts to bring the attention now to the side, but unfortunately he gets himself stunned. Colin Feet goes for the pounce, jumps on the Draw, takes out the Galio.
All right, very nicely done indeed here, with Galio being blown up here. It seems that BRU United will be very much tied up here. But I mean, early on, not entirely that much of a big deal, because either way, both teams can still catch up. But depending on the tempo, that ability maybe
in the mid lane, but you can already see them just going for the dragon instead, so we're going to be trading objective for objective here. But in the meantime, bottom lane, Aaron thought he might have had Arcany dead to rights, but unfortunately didn't have the help to continue chasing him under the tower, and the Lux ultimate doesn't quite meet the mark again here, and Arcany is still going to be able to get out of the way. Rift Herald was going to be called onto the top lane here. That's exactly where the Akali and the Shyvanas are, as they're going to be waiting under the charge of Shelly here. But Hexay ultimate is going to be brought out here on the Golden Feet. Can they lock him down and take it out though? Golden Feet still slips out, but not for long. He gets taken down, but Chammy a little bit low. That's trying to force Noel to come out, but Draw keeps him at bay. Now Noel steals the health fruit and still stays in sustain, and Chammy unfortunately runs straight into Wild Jess and Bang, who rotated away from bottom lane to try to score that one kill against the Camille.
This is a very interesting game here, Victor. You can see that every bit of movement is not wasted from either side of the teams, and both of them are very much calculated to make sure that they're trying to be as efficient and as smooth with their movements as possible. I mean, because considering how short some of the lanes are, right, that means that your margins for error, margins for punishment is a lot bigger, because your teammates would technically arrive a lot quicker, right? So overstaying gets punished really hard. But both teams here, more so than ever, try not to overstay. Reason why that we only have a total of 4 kills across both these teams, push potential as well. But Bank a little bit more consistent because of the physical damage aspect of it.
Yeah, that's going to be quite crucial to see. But then Draw now is going to be drawn into a bit of a fight now. The final spark comes in. That's going to allow them to get the kill onto the Nami first. So BRU is going to try to roll over down to the bottom lane to try to see if they can catch anyone else. But unfortunately now they're already close enough to the turret. They have to disengage. And without the first tier turret in the bottom lane, this makes no sense for them to try to go for the turret dive.
It's fine. Like a nice dine for what BRU is trying to do. They are biding their time a little bit more, but Nigma is just showing that, hey, you know, I'm just gonna go for a quick snack instead. Not gonna be waiting.
Ultimatum straight on the one, and that's gonna be a dead Noel in the ground there.
All right. Oh, but wait, BRU United also being able to score one with Archney as well as Golden Feet here, and it was going to be Aaron that gets blown up in that situation. We do see that Jushi is going to be over to the bot side here.
Yeah, going
Almost
to be
hits it.
surrounded.
Oh no,
Final Spark came
Jushi!
out a bit too early, but Jushi is still going to be aimed on by What Jess and Bang. They're not thinking about the tower dive, but they're more focused on trying to give the space for Golden Fiend and Arcany clear out the tier 1 turret. So yet again, BRU's coordination really paying off here because it's allowing them, you know, even though they're trying to focus on fights here, not really getting the kills, but still getting good objectives. Now Chami is going to be in a bit of trouble here if she's not able to slip away from Noelle. Very, very low. Noelle still gets the kill as the Akali.
I really like watching BRU United and of course NGX go up against each other because it's a very, very closely knit match here between NGX and BRU. As soon as you see one team, beautifully done there,
nice one.
the banks now come in. We've got money in the bank, baby. Draw will be able to get it, but the final spot gets him and he almost gets taken down, but luckily enough,
Is still keeping an eye out on the BRU United, and they don't want to necessarily allow Golden Feet to be this brazen here. Now Draw's going to go ahead. Is he going to be able to get the steal? He gets a taunt done there, and no, but Shyvana still managed to get the Herald. Golden Feet now goes and collapses straight onto Aaron. Almost is able to take him down. Actually does take the Zed down, but then now he's going to be focusing his attention on Draw, who gets himself completely caught up inside BRU's death ball. And then just like that, that's opened up the map massively here for BRU United.
BRU United right now opening up with the Herald. The Herald's going to be able to knock on the tier 1 turret, mid-tier 1 turret's door, giving BRU United a little bit more tempo advantage here. And what do they do with that tempo advantage? They are going to be resetting. They are going to be thinking, all right, how we are going to be pushing this out a little bit more. NGX now a little bit on the struggle. They have to be a bit wary on how they're going to be taking these fights here. 1 kill each for Archany, for Archany, Bank, and of course what the Jess. BRU seems to be doing really well in terms of the goal differential. 1,800 gold in their favor. We're going to be seeing another Drake there come into play. NGX have been able to score one. Will BRU be able to score the other Drake, the second Drake of the game, thus catapulting them with not only a little bit more damage, but also a little bit more gold to help them get even more powerful over members of NGX.
I mean, it's quite impressive that in spite of all of that excitement, space for Golden Feet to get started on Infernal Drake, but they do get Arcany caught up there, not able to bring in a follow-up though to take down him down. So Arcany is going to be able to slip past. Now Chami moves in onto the Infernal Drake. Hexate Ultimatum brought up onto Arcany. They really want to take down this Renekton, and they finally do. But Golden Feet is running amok there, especially with the barrier up. He gets stunned for a little bit, but still NGS continue to fall there, with Draw being the next one to fall.
Alright, so as we're going to be seeing here from BRU United, not only were they able to be able to score a 3-kill advantage here, they were able to score another. Sorry, they got to be careful that Bang doesn't get caught by Jushi here. Jushi very breath of life. If they are able to get not only the Baron, but also get a few kills on top of that and stay unhurt.
Yeah, so starting on the Baron now is BRU United. What can NGX try to do here is going very, very quickly to their end, and they're already trying to respond, but Arcany is trying to gatekeep them. A taunt is going to be brought out, but then he's still a little bit too tanky as Noelle now comes in, trying to interrupt them in this fight. That does give the space for them to get the Baron, but then it's still not done. Chami brings in a Hexate Ultimate onto Noelle, gets the kill to Akali, tries to find another where in former Cold Feet. This could be huge there to get this lock him down, but it can't really. He just lives right past their fingers like sand, and now NGX is just scrambling to try to find even more kills here. Arcany might be isolated a little bit. They can try to target him down. Gets the stun, gets the kill. That is done. Get away now. There's no sense in trying to stay too long with that turret still up.
I think what Enigma Galaxy really did was they wanted to punish Noelle and Archany. They wanted to punish the whole team and try to get an ace, deny and make a waste for the Baron Nashor buff, right? But unfortunately, it's only Noelle and Archany that fell victim towards NGX. Very, very cavalier, very, very aggressive push towards the Baron pit. Though their little victories could be won here for NGX, they still have 3 more Baron buffs to fight with. Take a look at this replay.
Yeah, I mean, Chami managed to intercept Golden Feet very well. It's just a bit unfortunate she didn't have Hexate Ultimate in that time, so they were kind of forced to continue to chase BRU throughout, but they didn't really give up, and finally they do find a straggler in the form. Arcany attempted to try to give some space for his teammates, but unfortunately costed him his life. But then in the grand scheme of things, that's just 1 kill out of a lot that BRU Burium, out of a lot that Enigma really needs to be able to do here in order to try to regain the advantage from Burium United. But then with them going, with that said, they will be able to collapse in on the Cold Feet with the Hexane Ultimatum, bringing the jump straight onto there is Aaron, and he's going to be able to burst down Cold Feet, but not able to get an execute down on him. Instead of Camille is going to be the one taken down. Noel going completely ham now, aims onto Draw, who is attempting to peel away, but gets dragged back into the fray. And now the tier 2 turret is not going to be long for this world, as Burium United has their eyes on the prize. This could be the last gasps here from NGX, because Burium is knocking down the Nexus, taking this series 2-0. And what a win here for Burium United Esports.
Now, Burium United played it in such a way where it felt like a death